Tisia NPP for a press conference sia. Miracle Abuaje a press conference sia just in concerning about Chronona and this for person mobono. Yahu munyina. Omani mo guase. Omani mo guase papa. Omani mo ade e guase. Yahu na yenko Dennis Miracle Abuaje ne press conference nasina yenko tie nanumu asem ensema wonema ye ene sia just in yenko tie Miracle
misinformation and disinformation that our obvious losing opposition party is churning out. We are more than halfway through the process, and so far the turnout is very, very, very encouraging. And we are urging everybody that is yet to cast their vote to start moving towards your polling station and cast your vote. So far the process has been extremely peaceful. It's been very smooth and fluid, and we commend the Electoral Commission and the security services for a very good work done so far. And clearly we cannot attest to the progress we are making in our electoral processes in this country. You can also realize that by virtue of the reduction of the sizes or the number of people who vote in a particular polling station, it drastically reduced the queues that we are usually accustomed with in previous elections. And that's something that we also commend the Electoral Commission for. We also see the swiftness with which the security services, the Ghana Police Service, is handling issues as they come up on a minute or per the hour. It is important for us to note that in spite of all of these things, we have experienced some delays in other polling stations, but I'm very sure the Electoral Commission would have a strategy in place to ensure that everybody in the queue gets to vote. And so we are encouraging our fellow citizens to move towards your polling station and get in the queue and exercise your rights. This comes but every 4 years, and you do not want to miss this. In spite of the smoothness of the process and the obvious acknowledgement by all of us that the process since morning has been very, very peaceful, we've had some few pockets of issues that we believe that we would have to highlight. We need to do these things in order to ensure that we grow as a country and to also get it to serve as a deterrent to other people who may want to engage in these things. So this morning, we had an incident in Kintampo South where an electoral officer deliberately, in giving the ballot papers out, was tearing off the face and the column that has Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And so obviously what it means is that when the voter receives the ballot paper and goes to the voting booth, there will be no Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for the voter to even cast their vote. And this electoral officer actually issued out 15 of such ballot papers. Thankfully, due to the vigilance of our party agents and our party people in the polling station, we're able to identify this, and as we speak, the Ghana Police Service has caused the arrest of this electoral officer, and investigations are underway. And so I'm sure you can see these ballot papers on the screen. And so what you are seeing on the screen right now is ballot booklets of close to about 15 ballot papers that have been issued. And as you can see on the screen, these ballot papers that have been issued do not have the image of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia because they all remained in the booklet. This is a very, very worrying situation. It's a very sad situation, and it's something that we need to condemn, and condemn without any reservation, and encourage our party people, our security people, and electoral officers in the polling stations to remain vigilant to ensure that such miscreants who are doing these things for the NDC do not have their way around this particular election. The gentleman involved in this is called Joseph Derry. And as we speak, in fact, the Electoral Commission has also issued a statement. I'm sure we'll pull up the statement as well. The Electoral Commission has also issued a statement and indicated that they are also going to ensure the necessary sanctions are issued. So please, let us all eschew from such unnecessary and evil actions that cause serious dents on our electoral processes. It is quite worrying that even in 2024, we still have the NDC trying to pursue such crude ways of manipulating our elections. And the NPP is calling for Joseph Derry's prosecution, immediate prosecution, because whatever he's done clearly was a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people and the Ghanaian voter, and to deny them their fundamental human right to vote. And this is to let every single individual that has also been engaged in one way or the other by the NDC to perpetrate such actions to note that we are going to find you out. We have a robust system in place in every polling station, and no matter the machinations and mechanisms you attempt to do with the NDC, we are going to find you out. And if we find you out, unfortunately for you, just as Mr. Joseph Derry, I'm sure we'll pull out his picture on the screens. Just as Mr. Joseph Derry is on the screens right now, and he's going to suffer the consequences alone. If the NDC manages to lure you like they have done with Joseph Derry, you are going to be alone, and the NDC is not going to be there with you. And so we must all be cautious as we go about our duties today. In another worrying situation, Mr. Charles Foku, the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. His name is Charles Foku. He is the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. He had in his possession 76 printed ballot papers, already printed in favor of the former president Mahama, and all he did was to try and stuff the ballot box with these illegal ballot papers. But like I keep saying, we have a very robust system in place in every polling station, and again, Mr. Charles Foku was caught and arrested, and as we speak, he is in the custody of police. We have a video of the incidents. It's been widely reported by the media, but I think it's important that we make the point again that why would, and please play the video for me, why would organizer of the Echima Kwawoma constituency, the NDC youth organizer, encourage and hand over to his own son, hand over ballot papers to him to go to the polling station to go and cast his vote and dumping these foreign materials into the ballot box? It tells you the mindset and the thinking that the NDC have in these elections. They know they have lost. They know there is no way the good people of this country are going to go into the box and vote for them. And so they are resorting to these illegalities and crude means to manipulate our elections. But that is going to be extremely difficult for them because the Electoral Commission is vigilant, the security services is vigilant, and our ever hard-working party people in each of the 40,000 polling stations are vigilant and are high alert. And so you can see the police causing the arrest of the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima constituency, Echima Kwawoma constituency. These examples, these critical examples, and it's important that I make the point that you'd realize the NPP is not churning out misinformation and disinformation. What we are doing is to highlight specific issues that have gone on, that have already been actioned by the police and the Electoral Commission. to ensure that we encourage every Ghanaian to also be on the lookout and be on the watch in preventing such things to happen. And these few examples clearly is I believe that the NDC is engaged in a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people after they have realized they have lost the elections. And of course, clearly, with the numerous arrests that is going on, it's clear that they are failing at their strategy and they are failing woefully. And so if you're an NDC agent, you're an NDC officer, you're an NDC friend that has been engaged by them to execute any other activity from this moment to the next few hours before the election ends, please be reminded that you are going to be arrested, you are going to be caught, and when you are arrested, you are going to be alone. And so you would advise yourself and ensure that you do not engage in whatever it is that they have actually tasked you to do. The EC officials have done tremendously well, except for the few accomplices of the NDC within the EC. But the good news is that even for those EC officials, you have the Electoral Commission swiftly taking action and dealing with them. And we commend the security services also for the good work they have done so far. Be rest assured, we have a very robust system in place that will not allow such manipulations to succeed. In that vein, we restate our call to the Ghana Police Service to give us the status of each of the single arrests they have made for each of these criminalities that the NDC have been doing since the last 3-4 days and today. We need to bring these things to the attention of the Ghanaian people, give us a status report, and we need to get any other person to get to know what has happened to these criminals, so that when they are also thinking and planning to do same with the NDC, they will be cautious. To our very good Ghanaian people, be rest assured that we are going to increase the vigilance at the polling stations, and we call on all of you to join us in this endeavor. We believe that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is winning these elections and winning it in a very big way. And that is why we want these elections to be free and fair. It is our elections that we are winning, and we do not want the elections to be disrupted. We are committed to a peaceful process, we are committed to a transparent process, and we are calling on every Ghanaian out there to join us in this cause to ensure that your vote would count, and that at the end of the day, we will not be having an illegal president, but we'll be having a president that has been voted for by the Ghanaian people and by the people who qualify to do so. We trust that each and every Ghanaian would exercise their right to vote and will not be dissuaded or be intimidated by the selfish acts of the opposition NDC. We encourage you that in the next few hours before the election ends, please and please again, go and add up to the numbers. Step out. Go and cast your vote. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your time to show that you are a patriotic citizen. Go out there and cast your vote, and also make your voice count and make your voice also be heard. Remain calm. Do not be worried. We are with you. We are committed to protect your vote, and we are going to work with you from now to the end of the elections to ensure a peaceful, free and fair elections that will reflect the views of the Ghanaian people. And we are confident that seeing what is going on, sensing what is happening, clearly Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is in the lead and is going to win these elections. The NDC is jittery. The NDC is worried because they came into these elections with one strategy. Having realized in the last few months that they are losing the elections, they came in with one strategy: let's steal the will of the people. And at this point that they realize that their strategy is failing, it is causing a lot of discomfort for them. And this is the time for all of us to work together and push them completely into the corner and into obscurity. If they are confident that their candidate is a credible candidate to lead this country, and they are confident that the good people of Ghana want their candidate, they should allow the process to go free and fair. But if they choose not to allow it and allow the laws to work, we are here to work with you, the Ghanaian people, and all stakeholders to continuously clip them like we have done since morning and ensure that they fail in this endeavor. Thank you very much for your attention. Like we said earlier on, we will continuously engage every single hour, every single minute if we have to do so, to ensure that we go through today in a very peaceful, transparent manner. We are encouraging all other political parties to also move away from the misinformation and disinformation and toe the way Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the NPP have told. For our key audience, for the Ekenya say, Yabeda Mose, Ewa Kwaya, Yenaka and Waboma Fianopa, Yetu Yenwako police stations are yet to Aba. Nipe Pia Kotuaba across the country, you know, Eyenika. Now, the SN say, Moma Yenina, yen sorry, wa unyan to Abano, Bomode na sorry waka, Nako police station, Nako Kotuaba. In so Ashasia Eto, one Kwan Kotua, one who bedu, sooner by what you say, Ukono, then Suno, Aba Bekawa Shefie. Way and a wombre nie, Sambre, and I'll bet to me a ma, also, what dream poor, and then Wakasa, and then the Dawa Komasono, will bet to me a chair dream through the votes, and I said through the ballot. Your best say, a more beer, a more beer show, if you are no pa, voting process, no, a possible and me ka craving in ya say na delays kakra ebem but empolo me no ka say some be any nyina no some be about na shasia ekoso ye gidi say electoral commission ewo nhihye da fam ebe make sure say wo delay ne mu nko ade a wo betu eja ho kwan ato aba eso so munyamo ni tua say oman ewo mi aman yokuo no ye we bi mu a omo de omo se bone nko na bre bi omo de ndisi aman yokuo ntimi no ka say ya pre asumdwe ya pre se yebetumi ato ya ba wa asumdwe mu no omo hye sumase a omo ne nipa bi aka bo mo mpese omo sei oman no prekope anopai eye Kintampo South constituency electoral commission ni a ye de ahye ne nsa se on tete ballot papers ne ma Ghana fo nkoto aba no wa fa ballot paper de oye ne se ote a na wa te paper no ate Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia tie fi so eti woje paper no na se wo kwa ballot box ni mu a wo be hu se who Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia mpo na watu abaye den ama no na eno no ekoya ade na tiamra nyame ncha de ehyehyɛ ya NPP ye de ato akwa mu ene electoral commission for nhyehyɛ ya omaye ene police service for ene bra abrinti yetumi eche abrantie yi ne din ade Joseph Derry a oye sa dwumadie boni ma NDC for the crown say na wotumi atete ballot papers mako edu enum ama nipa bi but sembre the electoral commission for etu hwana mo a Ghana police for say so abranti mu a embra ene nidi ebiem etwuma nkwama constituency NDC youth organizer ne ba aye freno Charles Fokuo NDC youth organizer ne fa ballot papers edema ne ba ne say onko police station na onko koto aba na onfa sa ballot papers ya 76 yi enfengu ballot box nim na nyame nchade esa ne hyehye a MPP to akwa mu ene hyehye electoral commission ene police bambofo de to akwa mu nti yensa etumi eso NDC ni bayi emu a ene me no kase yi samohwe video ya etwegu ya police for sa kano a embra ene no edi na nokre obi be bisa se edie mpa na beba otirim na ama wakọ polling station ede ballot papers a enka ho se wo de kwa share ballot boxes dim NDC amayo nko a na boni eti sei on betumi akyekere ato omutim se on ba bedi de aye ka ene kokobo aye de boga na fo nyina ne se sasem ba wo nko na mbra ene wo bedi eti se NDC for ene mo ababehia na NDC for ahyewo kutupa na ahyewo nko se kodi boni bi se ya kai se me ne o kasei Joseph Derry nko na dem kai se me ne o kasei Charles Fokuo nko na dem na fa to utrim se aban sa so mu a embra ene wo nko na be den ebedi examples ba ko mienu wei akires pepe se ndisi fo se abato na yekoto no bodi nkuguo na omo ba abato we mu e de hyehyere ba ko pe na ba ye se ye de bone ene be fa kwan bi so na yetumi age ganafo adwenkyere efi omusem na munya rehyemu se MPP amayokuo ye gina nan so fitianopa boni bia ndisi fa yo madwen so mo bedi bia ya che omo strategy ba kumpo ni wa efianopa omo ya etumi afa kwan mu efi samre akopem membre e beto aba na wie no Ghana bi eni bia nya ahotoso se ye bebo ya bato no ho ban ye bebo ya electoral process no ho ban na kwan bi ebefa so a yemma NDC ni bia ntumi nya kwan endi bone a omo ahyehye egu akwan mu no yemma omo kwan emmom ntumi endi saa ebone no yesre Ghana ni bia wonya nto aba se emre na anie aka donhwe ebe ye mienu miense bi na ye de abato na ye den abewieye hyase se won nante aka o police station empo na waye wadwen se won to aba na sambrei bone NDC fo edi fatu uti na fashe won kran se ko na won so ema yetumi enko kire wadwen na mampeni ebe yi no enya mampeni a won so wadwen kire ye den eka ho nyarehyemu na nya gidie se ye bebo wa aba no ho ban yan NPP amayoku bone ba kompo ni wa NDC for the ato akwemu a ye betumi ama ho kwan ama na bem obi obaye na dwen se obedi sa bone no nyarehyemu se ye beche no na embra enu no edi efi sambre ya kokopem se ye beto aba na wie no ye bekoso ne mo edi nkomo bra no na embre bi ansem be bia no mo fanto musimu se de aye tintim aye ne mo kan nyina no aye normal Ghana police for the electoral commission for ekredi hu djuma dada enti obi a or perpetrating misinformation and disinformation se se the NDC for ye no mumbongu ni entie the Ghana police service electoral commission ene omo a ye de adwuma hye omo nsa so omo hwe na omo ma ye processes yi enkoso chocho no ye hwe na ye ma processes no enkoso na embra no ye ne mo ebedi nkomo ye wagidie pan se wo hwe se ne abato ne kona Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ne nkunimdie no wa hwempo ebe ye kase asense ne na Yesu so no ye da mase ye be san so aba na ya san so ene mo aba ase ye bedu nkomo embreti ya omu ya mi hye ye nyina
Dennis Miracle Aboaje ana yate ne nka no Dennis Miracle Aboaje anone press conference abreye no ida Dennis ase Dennis Miracle Aboaje ida Dennis ase ani akofa press conference no ani aba no ye na ye ni tete ho da bia ye wuru to kro bia mu de beto fom bia ye ne bebre mu ofu bia member TV so George utachiri usu bodwuma fantastic one ya minshira mu nyina e be se hia